Let me hear you say pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da. Crazy at this thing called love, just what I've been dreaming of. I can never figure out how you do the things you do. That's why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always, now and forever. You be my one and only lover. 'Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future, me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. This is Monday, February the 6th, 2023. We rise to a new day in Providence, Rhode Island. It is in the mid to lower 30 degrees. Better than what it was day before yesterday when we had that Arctic cold coming through Europe. It was cold. I had nothing to do but to have my alarm go off, my lights go off, and I was out in that cold, me and my wife, for a while. Can you imagine that? So, to my homeless people, don't feel bad. We're in that cold with you. Aluta, continua. What's happening in our world today? This morning, we got an interview with our president of the Buduburam Liberian community in the West African Republic of Ghana. So let's take some time. That's my first topic for this morning. Mr. Dennis Gwion is being interviewed by Miss Gifty Togba. So we'll go to her soon. We're also going to talk about what's happening in Liberia today. We know we had CDC had a rally yesterday, and my boy Sam, what's up, Sam? You can hear me? You can hear me?
And you getting me? Line is bad.
Yeah, I know. Reception
Yeah,
is here.
but you breaking again. I can hear you, but you kind of breaking.
Okay, I will come back to you. Let me go to Ghana first, okay? We'll
Hello,
talk.
studio.
Yes, we'll talk later. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so let me bring Miss Gifty Togba on and let you hear what her interview with the president of the Buduburam refugee camp Liberian community is all about. So, yes, she is.
Morning to our viewers out there. Today having to be the 5th of February 2023. I am gifted to by reporting from Ghana, most especially from the Liberian refugee camp. So this morning I'm here with the chairman of the people of the Liberian refugee camp, the Liberian's chairman, the Liberian president in person of yes, Mr. Dennis Gwion. So good morning, chairman.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. So this morning, I would like to thank you for your time and for honoring my invitation so heartily. I would like to appreciate you. So this morning, I have some little questions for you pertaining to the camp and the condition of the people on the camp. So this one I have as Mr. President, can you tell us how long have you been in? Can you tell us how long have you been president for the Liberian people?
Okay, good morning again. Good morning to all of the viewers out there. I was I've been the president for by 3 years now, and before becoming president, I was the vice president for operation since 2018. So combine those two, it's like going far out now. But at the presidency, I'm about 3 years now plus the president of the community.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you stated that you have for the presentations area you have been like 3 years now. So within that area or within your office, what are some of the challenges that you are facing within your office?
When I took over, the first challenge was the demolition of the camp, where the Ghanaians community won their land. And that's been a challenge for almost 6 to 7 months, and that was put to rest. But then it is not yet finished. They are still talking about it on a daily basis. That's one of the challenges, right?
Yes.
Then we also have the welfare of our people. As we speak now, the water prices have gone up from 50% up to 1 cedi per gallon. It's another challenge that we are going through. And we come back to the educations of our kids. Getting money for them to go to school becomes an issue. It's also a challenge. We have the health sector where people get sick, and most often we have to lobby it, post people pictures on Facebook for people to rally around them to see how best they can get well. And the expenses are meaning. I don't want to go to the security aspect of it. I just want to come strictly to what confronting on a daily basis. So as a people, things are not fine. For someone to live in an isolated place, confined area, it's not an easy way to live. But then people are still managing to go through. So the challenges are many. I just want to name that few for your interview this morning.
Okay. So speaking of the challenges, yeah, you stated something like the medical attention, the water, school fees, and other stuff. So what are some of the mechanisms that you have put in place to solve this problem?
You see, the mechanisms to put in place is to negotiate with the stakeholders involved. And again, is to lobby it out there to philanthropists who are willing to help our situation. But the fact is that the water issue, they say tariffs went up 30%. And that alone, even if I talk for now to judgment day, it won't change anything because it's also affecting the Ghanaian population. So all we need to do is to appeal to goodwill out there to see how best they can come to our aid. So to come to our aid in a way that maybe have a poly tank, a reservoir, all here to be constructed that we get water and serve our people free water. But we are here to get those donors to come in and do the work.
Okay. So pray that you get those donors to really help the Liberians in the camp, most especially the living condition is not. But how do you really see it? How do you feel
seeing your people in such a condition, how does it really relate to you?
Also, it's sudden,
Yeah,
it's a sudden move, but again, there is no alternative.
yeah,
The fact is that before even demolition, there was a plan or promises made by the government of Liberia for those who are here that don't have identity, for them to be repatriated, and we are yet to hear from them. It's just registration. Now, some people want to go back home, but there is no way for them to go back home. And some are actually here, they don't want to go back home because of condition back home there. Things are not fine. So seeing your people going through looking at a tough time is not easy, but what we need to do is to keep encouraging them that there's a better days ahead, to keep focused, that one good day things will be okay for them. And in so doing, we are also appealing. We are writing other stakeholders to see how best they can help in the process of our people.
we pray that God will intervene on the behalf of the Liberians who come. All right, so Mr. President, how is the relationship of the camp community and then the Ghanaians community? How are we in good rapport with the Ghanaians community?
We are in a good trend with them. Partly, initially when the Liberian came here, the host community was getting from the refugee. But as you speak now, there is nothing coming. So at the end of the day, they have decided to turn against us. Few of them, not all of them, are turning against us. But then we will say majorities are still in good relationship with us. They know that we are not the kind of people they think we are. They know that we are decent people. But there are people in every society that will always have problems when you're even good or bad. So this is the kind of situation we're going through. The relationships is cordial because we are here for 33 years, and we are still here, and we feel that it's the best way how we can live here. That if you feel that the place is not good for you, you decide to go back home. Whether the place is good or not good is your home. But for now, we still have a good relationship with them.
So thank you. We still have a good relationship with the Ghanaian community out there. So thank you so much. So what message do you have for our viewers out there?
I will want to say to all of our viewers to remember Buduburam, to remember the people of Buduburam. Like I outlined first in my first statement, people are going through a lot of challenges. For people to even get water is not easy. Tariffs going on, money is increased, and we also come back to children going to school, even the adulthood that they are still going through some of the problems. And I also want to use this time to say thank you to Mr. Chelsea. You know, his help to Buduburam means a lot.
Yeah.
Our mothers, our brothers who were hopeless, I think through his intervention, through his empowerment, people were able to go to school and learn something. And as I can see, some are even selling those breads on the street and live for their kids to survive. And we are asking people, more people like of the character of his, will to come to our aid to see how best our community can improve. You live here, if you learn something and go back home, you can live on that to improve your life. And we are asking every goodwill person, or philanthropist out there to think about Buduburam. We need water, we need children going to school, adults going to let them feel that we are still human and let them put our position, our condition in their position. If they were here and we were on that side, we will also think about them. We pray that God should help them to give a helping hand to our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that our viewers out there, we just listen to the voice of our chairman of the Liberian refugees in Ghana. So we are asking each and every one of you out there to come to our aid because living in Ghana is not easy most especially as a refugee. We need your help. So please look up to us as well. We really appreciate if you really help us. So I'm Gifty Togba. Once again, reporting from Ghana, Liberia Refugee Camp. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for your time, for honoring our invitation. And then thanks to our daddy, Mr. Roland Chelsea, for making this interview possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoy our interview this morning with Gifty Togba. and the president of the Buduburam Liberian refugee community, Mr. Dennis Gwion. These are people on the refugee camp there and Liberians who need help. We showed your interview with Gifty, Togba, and people on the camp. The impoverished condition of that camp, man, is terrible. Our people are living in terrible, impoverished conditions. Not only in Liberia, but in a foreign country. We can do better, my people. We can do better, and this is why I'm telling you. We can do better. We don't need government. We don't need politicians. All we need is each other and our commitment to changing our lives, to doing right, to being honest, to being trustworthy, to being fair. We can change our standards of living. We don't need the government. We don't need people throwing laws at us. All we need is to be conscious that as Liberian people, we have a destiny. As Liberian people, we are not without our God. With Liberian people, we stand firm on our beliefs in ourselves, in our strengths, in our abilities to rise up as a people under God. Whatever God you have, it doesn't matter. Whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, whether you're an animist, it doesn't matter. Whether you pray to the trees, to the woods, to the ground, to the forest, it doesn't matter. But when we are a people of God, whichever God it is, we never fail. Let me bring you. How you doing?
Yeah, you getting me?
Yeah, are you getting me?
Yeah, the line is kind of distorted. You know, you come in distorted, but yeah, are you getting me clear?
Yeah, how are things in Liberia?
Yeah, uh, from the Grand March, this going Saturday, Liberia is kind of quiet. People are going about their normal businesses, but there was mixed reaction, especially when the president of the Republic of Liberia, President George Weah, and the Senator Prince Ward Johnson of Nima County were at each other's throat. It's gone Sunday.
Yeah.
We are accused PYJ of being a killer. He killed a sitting president. While Prince Johnson told we that he was using the country's resources to bribe people so they can come out in numbers. At offices, they were giving rice, t-shirt. So if you don't come out, you'll be dismissed according to PYJ.
Wow.
So it was kind of war of words between the both of them.
Yeah, I watched the show. I saw Sheikh Kuyate of the Muslim Church also attended Prince Johnson service.
Right.
He came all pissed off with George Weah too. I mean, is this a conspiracy?
Well, I mean, it's just the fact that Prince Johnson is telling a government they have used the country's resources to ask people to come out. If you don't, it becomes a problem for your job. You stand the risk of being dismissed. But Sheikh Kuyate in the past has spoken against George Weah, and for being so deceitful, to the people. And Mr. Weah too has challenged America that America can do nothing to put fear in the Liberian people or Nathalie McGill. So no matter what, he will still run as senator for Gifty County. He openly challenged America.
Apparently, George Weah does not know the history of Simon Doe because everything happening in this government is repetitive of what happened in the 1980s when Doe challenging America.
So I mean, if you're not very careful when you talk against government openly, the next day you lost, you are gone, you are skeptical and very, very careful how they speak to the press. That's why more people that when I try to interview, they shy away. They don't want to be killed, especially where auditors and people have been killed in recent times. So people are very careful in talking to the press.
Yeah, we understand that. But you did well yesterday talking to the CDC, even though they were all government people. But we're
I
all
went in disguise anyway.
we're all that. How's the peace of the country?
Say that again.
With all that went on over the weekend, how does the peace of the country appear to you?
Yeah, Liberia is still peaceful, but people are kind of afraid because the president and a warlord, they are threatening each other. So people are kind of afraid. I talked to one or two persons, and they are saying about by the end of this month we'll be leaving the country
Wow.
because they foresee chaos. They foresee chaos.
I mean, if the president is at lockerhead with the warlord, with the mean warlord in our country, who been a president, this is second term as senator, right? He been senator before, so
second term as senator. He supported we are throughout, but this time around he's going against we are only because he said we did not give a kingsman job. When they agree upon giving a citizen of Nima job, and when we did not do so, he lied to the people of Nima. And equally so, the National Patriotic Party and the Liberian People Democratic Party of former Speaker Ellis Tata and the MPP of Charles Taylor did not sign the recent agreement that brought the collaboration into force. Simply because the Congress for Democratic Change, the mainstream political party, they took all the jobs and lied to their colleagues. So they are saying they won't be part of this coalition anymore.
So what's going to happen to the VP?
Well, the VP is giving support to President Weah, but the chairman James Barney of the NPP is out. He said no. There's a conflict between the VP and NPP. They are divided.
So she still claimed that she's got part of the VP under her support.
Yeah, she said they support to the ruling party. While James Barney is disassociating himself with the ruling party.
So this is the same problem that Liberty Party is going through.
See that?
The same problem that Liberty Party is going through.
Very good. The same problem that is going through with Cummins and the rest of the folks. So Musa Blete, he's there with Cummins as a Liberty Party chair, while Nyomi Kanga and Dillon, they are all out on the other side supporting Joseph Jima Boakai. But Nyomi has a bigger force from her Basa group.
So she got more.
She got more force than Chairman Ability.
So how does that?
Well, that gave ANC a slim chance if they go, for election 2023 October, a very slim chance. Well, I don't know where is Cummins' base. Pundits are concerned about Cummins' base. His own home, Maryland County, is against him. So where does he stand to winning a vote? So Cummins does not stand a better chance in winning any vote, or winning the presidency.
And his support with Ability. What kind of support does he get from Ability?
But his own Mandingo people, Ability's own Mandingo people are against him. They are saying he's so corrupt. So they won't support him.
Because I don't understand L.A. Cummins. L.A. Cummins change. Then you go get Ability. Ability has been a man involved in corrupt practices from the Togba regime.
And at the level of FIFA,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
know.
even with our FIFA, all of us in Liberia who were grown up under Togba regime know that Musa
Yeah.
Bilete was one of the most corrupt people under that regime. He was always involved with gas and stealing and gas station, anything that involving gas and petroleum. Musa Bilete was one of the people names always coming up. So how Elliot Cummings can go select this very man with that kind of tinted record to be his party chairman? I don't understand it. Sam is frozen right now, and we're getting back soon. But this is one of the issues with the politics in Liberia. We have a leadership crisis. Any way you put it around, we have a leadership crisis. Everybody fighting to change George Weah, who is one of the most corrupt and wicked, debased president we have ever had in Liberia. And the very people vying to change this man have issues among themselves. Let me move Sam so he can come back. Oh, he back here. Sam,
Yes, sir.
I'm just talking about ANC and how electronics is so backwards, man. He wants to change things on one hand, then you go for the very corrupt elements in our society on the other hand to work with him to bring change. How can we bring change?
That's why they are saying he's so great for power. You want to hijack Liberal Party, and you cannot hijack a popular party like Liberal Party. And, you know, they got a strong tribal base. The Bassa tribe, the second largest tribe in Liberia, next to the Kwele people. And so you cannot hijack Liberal Party. The Mandingo tribe is a minute, you know, portion of Liberia. And besides that, they are not supporting ability.
They don't support
You
Billy.
know, they won't support ability. So
And
where do you stand?
we all know that. From time
Yeah, you know.
the Medina have never supported responsibility. He just did it on his own. You know, then he involved,
Yeah.
besides the gas, he involved with FIFA. And this is an international organization telling us that this man is corrupt. How can other companies go and select this very same man and say that he got to bring change to Liberia? I mean, I don't understand. I don't even understand the people behind Ella Cummings who supported Ella Cummings, knowing that
So,
Musa
so
Bilge is the chairman of the party. I don't understand it.
he has
This
the cash. He has
that's
the
the what?
petroleum. He has the cash. He has the money. So maybe he depend on Billy for support.
But you think that will work? You think the Liberian people got time for that? The people don't have time for Musa Bilge, you know. And even those people that supported, I'm surprised at the people that supported Ella Cummings in the diaspora, especially in the United States of America. How you can be in this country with all the laws, with all the examples of decent leadership, then you're going to support Ella Cummings with Musa Bilge. And you're welcome telling Liberian people that this kind of leadership is the right leadership for Liberia. You gotta be damn crazy. Somebody gotta be crazy. There is no way, under no condition, that a man like Ella Cummings can have a man like Musa Bilge as the chairman of his party and hope to win the votes of the Liberian people, except they will go to the Zokos, except they will go somewhere that nobody knows Musa Bilge. But just the mere fact that this man is tainted by FIFA, the World Football Federation has condemned Musa Bilge as a corrupt individual. They have suspended him. They have warned the Liberian people. So how can Ella Cummings go and take Musa Bilge, the very man that is tainted, that is condemned, that has been a corrupt element in Liberian society from time immemorial, then you could take the identical man to be the chairman of your party. And you stand before us and think we're dumb and stupid. How can that be? Well, my line is open. Anybody want to call, we can talk. But this issue confronting our country and the issue of where we stand as a nation, as a people, is troubling. It's very troubling. Because as a nation, the people that have faced corruption, dishonesty, disloyalty, untrustworthiness of our leaders from time immemorial, we need positive examples of leadership. We need positive examples of men in our society who want to lead us. And when you come and tell us that things got to change, that we cannot continue on the same path we're going on and expect different results, then we look up to you. Then what you do? You go take the very corrupt element, the very same corrupt element that you're talking against, and you bring him near you and say, this is your chairman. This is not right, Elder Cummings. This is not right. Unity Party is not right. CDC is not right. Where does Gonglo Party stand? His party is not strong enough to forge forward on its own. So where do we stand as a people in the nation? Where do we stand? Let me bring Sam back. Oh, he just came back. Let me see what he got.
Yeah, I was interviewed. I was yeah,
Sam,
Studio,
what's
are you
up?
there?
Yeah, we are.
Studio, are you there?
We are here, Sam.
Hello,
What you
Studio, are
got?
you there?
Yeah, we are. What you got? What you got, my brother?
Can you see me?
Yes, I see you. Waiting. We see you.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead.
Hello, Studio?
Go ahead, Sam.
Are you getting me in studio?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm with a businessman. I'm with a businessman at Free People of Liberia.
Oh, Lord. I hope he comes back on. This is a problem we have with connectability. But anyway, we see the situation in our country. And we see the plight of our people, man. They're in danger. Our people facing difficulties all over the world. And we need leadership in every aspect of our community, not only political leadership. Political leadership is dead. We have no leadership when they come to our politicians. All these people are recycled people. All these people cannot help our Liberian people. We as members of the community got to rise up and stand up to lead our community.
Hello?
Yes, Sam, go ahead. You got to go ahead, Sam.
Are you there, Studio?
Yes, go ahead.
Studio, are you there?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hello, Studio, are you there?
Sam, I will cut you off now. Go
Studio,
ahead.
are you there? Hello?
Go ahead.
You getting me?
Yes.
Hello?
Let me call him. Oh, Lord. Sam, you got to go on and talk. Say what you got to say.
Studio, are you there?
Say what you got to say, Sam. I'm sorry, people. He's trying to get this interview going, but that's Samuel Wicker, our correspondent in Liberia. But anyway, when he come back on, we'll continue it. But these are the crises we face in our country. we are facing a real leadership crisis. Our men in Liberia cannot agree with one another. Do we hate each other? Are we so debased and backward and untrustworthy that we cannot sit to the table together as men? Sam, you need to go ahead and talk, man. You keep talking. Just say what you gotta say. Yeah, okay, come on and say what you gotta say and stop asking studio. Say what you gotta say, okay? Okay, but just do the interview and stop asking about studio. Can you hear me? We hear you. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Okay, come back on and do the interview. I'm sorry, my people. He will soon be on. He wants to do an interview with somebody, but he cannot hear me, so he got to just go ahead and do the interview. But these are the situations we face. And we're facing this kind of situation where it appears that everybody in our country hate each other or got problems with each other. We can't agree. Okay, Sam, do your interview. Go ahead and do your interview.
I'm witness mayor at the free Ade.
Yeah.
Ade Togba.
Ade turn up B occasion.
How do you see Liberia political situation?
On Saturday there was large turn up of citizens. Yes, on Saturday I was there. Or was a large turn up of citizens on ATS Stadium field.
So the crowd you saw, do you think citizens will win this coming election?
We see time will tell until they go to the final voting booth, which will be the October.
I see you making business. How is the business going on?
Well,
as compared to the past government?
The past government, things are fine more than this in terms of business moving. You understand me now? Because people are not purchasing the way they normally purchase before in a time.
So you mean
business slow.
So you mean business are slow?
As slow now.
In recent time.
Exactly.
How much do you make a day?
Sometimes I'm not the only one selling, but sometimes I sell 5, 6 a day. But sometimes when God bless, sometimes I can say 1 dozen a day if God bless. But sometimes like $30 US.
Per day?
Yeah, per day.
How much did you?
We lost that transmission. I hope he'll be back. But this is just to give our viewers the idea of what these people, our Liberian people, are going through. You see, and it's difficult. It's difficult. When we don't have any direction, we don't have any leadership, our people need to find a way to exist. We can't just live and to be living. You got to give the people a purpose to want to live their lives positively. And we hear our interview with Gifty, Togba, and our people in the Buduburam refugee camp. The plight our people there, no different from the plight our people at home. Look at the impoverished condition they're living in. They've been living on that camp for 40 years now, since our Civil War. And conditions have not changed for them. You see the houses they're living in, makeshift houses. We can't go on like this. As a people, as a nation, we are a resilient and a strong people. What does that mean? That means we do not stay down. Yes, we confront difficulties, we confront hardships, but we rise up again. We stand up. Go ahead, Sam.
What's your name, my dear? My name Francis. You live around here or you making business here?
I can't work.
You can't work. Where do you work?
Okay,
how do you see peace in Liberia? The way your president and Senator Peace Johnson, the ex-warlord, are forcing a day and every day. So how do you see peace?
This will be okay because the president is a good man. The prison not the go prison one. Now we not expecting because if war before. So stay one job we are no person in very like.
So you think we are is run this country well?
Yes. Doing well for the country.
Okay. You
We have
say you work with the city parking.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How much do you get per month?
That percentage I working for something.
Or the number of cars you park?
Yeah, we get money. We say them a ticket, and we get money.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm still at the free port of Monrovia for the interview. And back to you, studio.
well, that's the situation in our country. I'm sorry. Every time, let me see if I can bring him back on. He's back on, but the connectivity is terrible. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we stand in our country today. You know, despite the situation that people facing, there are Liberians who still feel that George Weah is the right choice. Why shouldn't they feel that way? All the other people we got now have let us down. Elliot Cummings, Joseph Walker, Gongolo. Where do these people stand? Can they galvanize Liberian people to unite and vote for them? These are the challenges of leadership we're facing in Liberia today. We have men that cannot work together. If the educated men among us who want to lead our nation and people cannot work together, cannot find common ground of interest or well-being, to find the need to say we will stand up for the Liberian people, how will our people rise? That's why you see me, I don't participate in politics, in partisan politics. I don't. If I want to run for any position in Liberia, I will stand up as an independent and run. I don't need no party, because party politics is destructive. And when our people in the nation are not mature enough to understand that party politics is a means of us living peacefully together, of us peacefully selecting our leaders, of us peacefully having an organized system of changing our leadership. If we don't understand that, and we see it as a means to an end, that if we don't win, nothing else will happen, our country will die. All the party politics we're practicing is useless. In the end, we end up with violence again. Because for our democracy to work, we must have mature leaders. We must have the citizenry of our country understanding in depth why the process of democracy, our democracy, must exist, must thrive, must work for us. Because that's all we have. Either this system or a dictatorship. We do not want a dictatorship. We had dictatorships all our lives, from Totman to Togba to Dole. All of these people tried to be dictators of our nation. And in the end, we left with ourselves. We left with what is left of our nation. or destroyed this sparkle and downtrodden nation of people. We can't go on like this. We can't go on like this. Our children deserve better. Our people deserve better. If we don't even care about our people, we must consider the plight of our children, the future of our nation. Where will they be if we don't leave something for them? If we don't give them good direction and good training? If we don't give them good discipline? These are the things we're lacking in our country today that have us so backward and lost. No discipline, no idea of working together in honesty and in truthfulness, no brotherly and sisterly love among us. We still got this tribal ethnicity divide that's killing us. Even our governance of our country, our president cannot sit down and equally force a government to lead our country. Look at the government. Everybody from the southeastern region, all the corrupt people. Now he's challenging the U.S. again. There's the same thing happened to Doe. When Doe felt empowered enough to challenge the U.S. and tell them what he felt and what he would do, and they had no power in the country, they can't do this, what happened to him? A coup d'etat happened. Is this where we're going to end? And let me tell you, Liberian, a coup d'etat is not, we didn't start a coup d'etat in Liberia. Coup d'etats are not started by Liberian people. It's started by foreign people who our leaders disrespect or challenge. So they come to show that they got more power than our leaders. They take our own people in our country and turn them against our government and give them arms to overthrow our government. That what happened in 1980. Doe didn't overthrow our government. Gwion didn't overthrow our government. They were influenced by foreign powers to do that. And the same thing will happen again in Liberia, because we are not people of allegiance. We are not people of loyalty. We are not people of patriotism. Right now, we're more partisans than Liberians. We're more CDCNs than Liberians. We're more everything else than Liberians. We don't love ourselves. And until we love ourselves, we cannot have a sustained and well-developed nation. We can't. We can't, because we do not love ourselves. If we love ourselves, tribalism will not be an issue. Our leadership being incompetent and backward will not be an issue. Because when we love ourselves, we understand the mechanisms in our society that make things work positively. We know that we cannot recycle criminals. When people steal and we find out that the steal is supposed to be punished, not rewarded. And when we keep rewarding these damn criminals in our society with jobs and position and calling them honorable and things like that, our country is not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. You know, people say, Chesson, oh, your idea of leadership is too tough and things like that. It's not tough. It's the right way. When we catch rogues, we put them through the court process and they are found guilty by their own peers. Why would we take these people and give them jobs again? Why would we take these same people and don't punish them, but lift them up in our society again? Why? Because it starts with our families. These same people are corrupt people in our family. I keep telling you this thing over and over. The same thing happened in our families. When these people are our family members and they are damn corrupt and useless in our own family, they steal from their brothers and sisters. They steal from their mothers and their cousins. Then we take these same people and get a government position. We expect them to change. Look at every family in Liberia being suffered with corrupt people. Every family, in my family, my sister take all our family money and put it in her bank account under her name. That's corruption. That's damn well stealing. Then my sister won't rule my country. You think I would take my sister and give my sister a government job when I know my sister takes our family money and commingles it with her money? She's stealing. My sister is a damn rogue. When you're a damn rogue, you cannot lead my nation. You cannot lead me. I step away from them. Why would I want money from a woman who's stealing from me? You my sister. You're supposed to protect and guide me. Instead of that, you taking my money and commingling it with your money. So we can't tell the difference between my money and your money. It's not the right thing to do. Why? Because my sister getting our interest. If my sister had opened another bank account and put the Chesson money in there, the Chesson money would be generating interest on its own. But when my sister take our money and commingles it with hers, we cannot get our interest. Our interest is going to her. She's stealing from us. I'm sorry I got to bring this out. But these are the corrupt practices in our families that bring us down to shame and disgrace and nothing. Now my sister is leading the Liberian nation, says she got some kind of program for women. Can I trust that program? I cannot damn well trust that program because my sister is stealing from me. If my sister is stealing from me, what would she do to the Liberian people? I cannot support her. I cannot keep quiet about it because that's stealing. I'm a lawyer. My sister a lawyer. Why would you steal from me? Knowing that I know the law. Why? You think because you're my sister, you can do that? And this is what happens in our country. This is why it makes me sick to want to come to Liberia. Because all the people who know how to do things right are the very people that are so corrupt and backwards. How can our country change? How can our country change? You know what's right and wrong, but you do the wrong thing. Why? For petty change? What kind of money my sister getting by putting our money in her account and mixing it up? What kind of interest? Is she getting $1 million? No. She ain't getting it, but all of us know she's doing it and all of us know it's wrong. But the rest of my brothers and sisters not saying nothing about it. They're talking about it in secret. I can't talk about it in secret. I cut them off. I cut them off. You can't steal from me. If my own family is stealing from me, what would my family do to the Liberian government? That's why I told my sister, I said, you are working for the Liberian government, I will flog you and put you in jail if you did it to the Liberian government. But you can't do it to me. Why would you want to do it to me? Why? I was sick. My sister brought me a whole pot of food and all of that. When I looked, she went and said she the only administrator of the Chesson estate. She's not the only administrator. We are two administrators, me and my sister. But because she knows I'm not a power crazy man for power and all of that. And when people are greedy, when people are wicked and backwards, they can achieve nothing. They can achieve nothing. I watch people steal from me all my life. They don't achieve nothing. They die like dogs because that's not the right thing to do. I ain't going to run behind you and fight you for property. No, I ain't going to do that. I'm an honest working man. But when you do things that corrupt and wrong and dishonest, I got to break away from you because that's not where I stand. And Liberian people, we got to understand these things. We got to stand for principles. You know, not because they're my sister, but I told her, I said a word to her that she corrupt. You my older sister, Yvette. Why are you commingling our money with your money for what? That's stealing. Now you die, our money is with your money. We don't know where our money is. How can you say you my sister and you love me when you want to steal from me? You stealing from me. I remember when my sister was sick. My sister had an accident. I sent my sister $50 for 2 years almost. Nobody had to tell me to do it. I love her. I did it. Then you want to steal from me? Commingling my funds with your funds? That's low down, dirty bullshit. And I can't agree with that. You see, these are some of the things we see in our families and we tolerate. And these same people, we elevate them to positions in our government. It's wrong. It's wrong. When you see wrong, you nip it in the bud. I don't give a damn what it is in your family, in the government, in the public sector. Anyway, you nip it in the bud because it's wrong. When it's wrong, it cannot be right. So this is some shit that dumb ass Ella Cummings need to learn. When it is wrong, it's wrong. You can't make it right. When you say you want to make change, we cannot do the same thing we do over and over. Then you come and take a damn criminal and emotional ability and making you a chairman. You are suffering from a mental problem. And you can't help me and my Liberian people. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta continua. I believe in truth. I believe in honesty. I believe in us coming together and building a strong and viable nation. But we can't do that if we got a lot of liars, we got a lot of backstabbers, we got a lot of thieves in our families. We got to stop it. We got to love each other. And when we love each other, what that means, we do the right thing for each other. We protect each other's interests. We try to build each other so we can flourish together equally in the world that is so disgruntled and backwards. Now, Liberian people, for us to change, we got to face our own relatives and tell them, you're damn rogues, you're damn criminals. And it's not right for our nation and people. In the cause of the people, the struggle continues. Aluta! Continua. My class is done. Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson class is done. And I'm out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll talk more. I will educate you some more so we can move to the light together. Have a good day.